Hello, hello out there in TV land. It is me, one of your ghost hosts with the most. You know me as Krista Joy, and I'm joined by the love of my life, the one and the only Diesel Pilot. And chat, this is not Super Mario Brothers 3, even though we do have a representative of our community in there. And that is the warden, DannyPSpeed, who's going against Cooler Than Iceblue. And this random force action. Diesel, I am excited because we have two different communities doing battle. You have Iceblue, who is literally one of the living legends of Z1R, and you got DannyPSpeed, who is definitely one of the best in the Super Mario Brothers 3 community crossing over here. It's a slobber knocker.
It's going to be a fun one. I love these matchups that we've had. We've actually had a lot of intermingling, I guess you could call it, between the SMB3R and the Z1R communities lately. Several Z1R folks joined us in our tournament as well. But we got the winner 2025 Random Force tournament sitting in front of us right now for Z1R. So let's talk about that, what we got going on here. What we're going to see tonight is among the flags, probably the most important flag that we have, the most important setting, is that we have between 5 and 8 Triforces. Some random value between 5 and 8 Triforces are going to be required to enter level 9. Our runners won't know what that is until they actually find level 9 and they go and try to see what the old man guarding the gate tells them. So we got Danny and Iceblue both with their timers coming down, and they are going, and we are getting on our way here right now. We found a casino on the opening screen. I see save scumming money in my future. What do you think?
You know me, I live in a casino, Diesel. We already have this established from our days in Super Mario Brothers 3. So if there's a gambler to be made, I absolutely support it. And like Diesel was saying, chat, one of the things you've got to speed run getting over to 9 as soon as possible to see how many Triforce pieces does it take to get into 9. Also remember, our white sword item is between 4 to 6 hearts, and max hype is 10 to 14. So I don't know. We have $45, $35. The first thing that our runners are probably gonna want to get is access to a shop where they will be able to buy either bombs or potentially our blue candle and burn stuff.
And the blue candle is also a very important item to purchase, because unlike the way tournaments normally work, we do not have extra candles, but we have found level 9 on Iceblue's screen. It is 5 Triforces in their level 9. We're going to go ahead and update that on the tracker so everybody, or on the display, so that everybody knows that. But yeah, 5 Triforces to enter level 9, already discovered by Iceblue. It's I don't like it. All the worst seats that I've ever played were 5 Triforces to enter level 9.
And those who were with me last night know when I said a 5 Doritos seed is absolutely 100% a jetty for your buddy. No, I was lying. Because that bad boy took forever. It was all Pole's voices. And we have a hint shop right there for Iceblue. And our runners are both 2 and 1, correct, Diesel?
That is correct. These two are our 2 and 1 matchup, or a 2 and 1 matchup. And they've been well, we see Danny, of course, like you mentioned, relatively new to Z1R. He actually participated last year in the Rookie Rumble tournament. Iceblue's been around for quite some time. Okay, here's Danny's message that one who does not have 5 units can't enter. So he's out of there with the knowledge. That level 9 also way up at the northeast corner, so the little hidden
where
spot.
Vanilla Blue Ring purchase is in our first quest. And
Yes.
so far the price packs haven't
Was that Silver's on
been
the coast?
good. Yeah. So we're gonna definitely need the ladder to rush the ladder as soon as possible. So we're not gonna see any arrow purchases with the knowledge that we can get silvers with ladder, unless the ladder is so well hidden, Diesel, that you don't stand a chance.
Yeah, so could have a pretty well hidden ladder. Also, could have a Goma block ladder. It could be that we have to buy the wood arrows in order to be able to make the progress we need to get the silvers. Regardless, there is the wood arrows in the shop just below the desert at 65 rupees. And Iceblue, of course, is going to make note of that so that when they come back, should they need to come back, it's already there.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, the first purchase everybody's going to do is going to be that blue candle, because there are plenty of checks that are available when you get that. Also, would be nice to find where our wood sword is hiding. And going into the second level, Diesel, I get the Dora the Exploring, but everything hurts. Everything hurts with that enemy set.
And going in with only half health when you only have 3 hearts to begin with, painful. But I believe Iceblue is going to go in there and snag that heart container, dodge the pole voice, hopefully. Yeah, dodges the pole's voice and Beamos. Gets out of there.
Yeah, life is paramount as well, because you do want to be able to get to that white sword item if it's not pooptastically delicious, and try, to get something that's going to be decent. Ideally, what would you be hoping for, Diesel, with your infinite wisdom, that you see as the white sword item?
I'd want the ladder. Let's just throw that out there. Or if not the ladder, white sword. I'd also accept the wand.
Okay, so we have 10, 35, and 130 plus change. So this is going to be really good, because we can get multiple purchases out of this if you don't hit the robbers. And
there is our Armos item. It is the wand. Iceblue picking up the wand to Death Armos. That is a huge find.
Huge.
So that pretty much. The wood sword right below. Yeah. So we got the wood sword. And the wand right there at Death Armos.
And so far, I'm seeing wand-friendly enemies. So we're going to see and $6 bombs. Are you kidding me?
Bombs so cheap, they're giving them away.
$6 chuck bombs. Oh, baby. So this means that bombs will not be an issue. You just go back to the $6 chuck shop, and you're doing absolutely fantastic.
And Danny, right behind Iceblue, with the pickup of both the wand and the wood sword. I love when these raises. I love when these raises turn out where the runners are keeping pace with each other, even if it's not the exact same discoveries. They're still keeping pace and getting the same amount of knowledge. And then we'll see later on if they make a divergence that becomes the big decision, the big change in the pace. But looks like Danny is going to go and try to clear some moblins for bombs, but then finds the bomb packs and is like, this just became easy. I don't need to clear rooms full of or screens full of moblins to get bombs. I just need to clear screens full of red levers. And
Danny with a very bold choice, getting Papa Shield, not Baby Shield, Papa Shield. And now he's going to have to be very careful when facing likes.
And likes will eat your shield after a couple of seconds, so that could result in shield or like attacks being an up and A.
Yeah, this may alter. It does protect you from, let's go issues with and getting fire or getting wanded by whizzies, but that is something that people don't normally buy.
Yep. Now the northeast corner bomb spot, Iceblue just discovered the white sword item. It is the red ring. Not going to go and pick that up. Not being able to pick that up yet at only 4 hearts, but I believe they will probably prioritize that as soon as they get a 5th or a 6th heart. A 5th heart is certainly possible here in level 5. Of course, all of our levels in the flag sets for this tournament will have a heart container and 1 or 2 items, except for level 9, which will just have 2 items. Level 9 items cannot be blocked. Iceblue picks up the heart container after sorting down those wall masters. This has to be the transport staircase. Rule of 5 is definitely invoked in this situation.
Absolutely. I mean, he's literally not with very many places he can go, but we have the extra heart, so we know that he's gonna go back.
Yes, we do. He'll definitely try that. It's a 50-50 chance at this point. Danny's exploring the southwest corner and Deadwoods now. So does not have a candle, so there's going to be a few spots he's going to have to orphan, and looks like, yeah, he's doing a screen scroll, go up to the grave will be his next set of checks. Oh, Iceblue,
great job on getting the bombs right back. And white sword? Early white sword. Now, let me tell you, Iceblue is dangerous with a wood sword. Equipping Iceblue with white sword, the likelihood of him going for mags is slim to none unless it's along the way and 10 hearts.
Yeah.
But this here, Iceblue is totally in his element right now because of the fact he is a very combat oriented player, very aggressive in what he does. So,
and he's showing the aggression right there with the decision to go and enter that door. Just spinning his last key is an aggressive maneuver, especially when that's only one room that's available to him, but it pays off with that key giving him a bomb upgrade. Even though it's only a +3 bomb upgrade, it was an 82 rupee bomb upgrade. But at some point, all good all good links will come to an end, and Iceblue takes a Wizro beam to the face. An orange Wizro beam to the face.
That was purposely done because he was, 100%.
Yeah.
Ladder block, and he wanted to rush back and check on that red ring, which I totally agree with, because now he can dip back into 5 and not tank that damage.
That's actually a very good point. He's now going to be taking 1/4 damage with the red ring. Danny made a wood arrow purchase on the overworld, so he's buying his insurance. And we do see in chat that Danny also saw a bait block, and he didn't buy the bait. Now, it's possible, I don't know if he has seen the cheap bait. That looked like that was the boar's head meat. So, probably is going to wait for the cheaper meat when the option comes. And I wonder if he was trying to force a bomb, because that was an unfortunate. He lost a couple bombs to what it looked like a bomb force attempt there.
Yeah, against the Gloria, the blue Gloria, should I say, which didn't come out to fruition. So right now, Iceblue is 100% in the driver's seat, and with nowhere
Oh.
to go due to the ladder block on that, we're going to go back down and...
Isn't this the other staircase? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so we're going to definitely bomb...
Oh! That is a hard segment. That is definitely a ladder block.
And that is unfortunate news for Iceblue, who is definitely looking to get that first Triforce in 5. And technically with the equipment, it could have been done. It's just that pesky ladder doing pesky ladder stuff.
Fortunately, it's not an enormous penalty to pay. He does know that he's going to have to go and get the ladder eventually in order to beat the seed. It's just a matter of timing. So, timing and routing and timing.
And that's something Iceblue is known for. You know, Iceblue is a tactician to the bitter end. And that's one thing, it's always good to see. You know, the strategy in action, which is always good for newer people that are interested in joining Z1. And speaking of finding a new location, we are in our level number 2.
Level 2 will only have a staircase if it is a transport staircase. Both of the items in 2 will fall on the floor. They may appear on the floor when you enter the room, or you might have to defeat the enemies to get it. There is a map for 2, and
it's kind of questionable.
It's a tumbleweed. It's a tumbleweed.
Is that what that is?
That's what I'm calling it.
It's oh no. Diesel, they found me out where I'm from. Oh no, they know I'm from New York. Guys, I've been busted. And speaking of getting busted, that level 1 that Danny is about to go in.
Iceblue just did a nice Kananaki on 0 keys, was able to use that shutter door to break open the locked door.
All right, we got another floor item. So hearts have been aplenty right now. And you know Danny is going to go for that heart as well. And did you see that robber? It wants a heart or 4 keys. What in the madness is that? Iceblue gives it up. Because I am a horrible player, I would have uppaid. But, Diesel, how about you? Would we have been in Up A Club and just try to find it wherever it is, or would you have paid the 1 heart price? Or better yet, maybe we could give him keys on credit. And Iceblue getting his first Dorito piece in our level 2. Level 1 Dorito piece on DannyPSpeed's side, who's going back in and doing some Dora the Exploring in order to get the power bracelet. Interesting. Not gonna do very much in terms of progression, but these level 1s have been kind of funky looking.
Sorry, I had my my mic muted. It is 7 checks, including 4 guaranteed checks. So, the power bracelet, it's not nothing. It can be important, and we'll see what happens as we move on forward, if it's actually required or not. But we will get a message, or we may get a message from a hint shop telling us whether or not a feat of strength is required. Of course, it also depends on our runners finding the book. And why would he have finished or left level 2 instead of finishing? Well, he knows that it's only 5 Triforces to enter 9, and Iceblue they are going hard. This is some very aggressive play by Iceblue, which, as Chris has already mentioned, is that's their strength. That is their style. Is play with all aggression, and they're demonstrating it. So the record speaks for itself too. So we'll see how this plays out.
Iceblue is one of the most feared competitors out there in Z1R, just because of his aggressive gameplay and his ability to be a tactician supremo. And he's over there in Death Mountain area, Spec Rock right here. It's not opening up, so we do have potentially a mixed overworld.
Oh yeah, it's mixed overworld.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I saw some World 2 checks open up, and then...
Yeah. Yep, that's why. Yeah, this tournament is all mixed quest, and so first quest's mixed, though. So you have to get the recorder to open up the vanilla 1Q2 spot, and you also have to... well, you don't have... Well, you saw 1Q5. It's... the dungeon, it's not the fairy fountain. So
yeah,
Danny is out of sevens. Checked that was on the coast, and he is still moving. Oh, he's going to check his power bracelet spots now.
I'm surprised that Danny hasn't gone back to try and look at the white sword item, since he's literally a hop, skip, and a jump away.
I think, let's see, Danny's about to pick up his red ring here. Yep.
He just didn't open it. I swear, I thought he had opened it already.
Nope.
But we're now getting to that part. I forgot there was divergence on both their parts, with Danny going the route of the Lost Woods area, and he got his red ring in time. Do you see those? Lionel blast to the noggin.
Yes, Lionel's, they're being nasty. But with red ring, only taking half a heart of damage with each sword beam, and that's even assuming that you're not attacking or you're not taking the sword beam head on. If Danny with that magical shield can also take some of those sword beams, as long as he stands and faces them with the shield in that direction. Which is also not something that the Z1R players get to do, is just stand and look at the shield and say, oh, you can't hurt me. To the Lionels. Wizrobes too.
Yeah, the safety measure there, he can't get those head-on hits from the Lionel group, but sideways he is definitely vulnerable, which is why he got pretty beaten up in the blue Lionel room. And we have Iceblue now going through getting another heart, so he got refunded the one heart he paid to the scammer, who is just robbing people of their souls.
And on top of that, he also was able to get the an extra one, so he's up to 7 hearts now.
Yeah, and the reason why he could give it, that heart container away so easily was, as I said before, the minute, Iceblue saw White Sword, he's good enough to take out Ganon White Sword.
Speaking of White Sword, DannyPSpeed just grabbed his White Sword as well. He's going to go and take a look at... Oh, come on. Spoilers. Chat. Danny's going to go and take a look at the rest of level 5. See if he can pull out the Triforce. We'll see how this goes for him. But he's... making some tank moves. Oh, he's got... Now let's see if he makes that... spins that key. He's only got 1 key. He's not going for it. So... that is going to give Iceblue a bomb upgrade advantage. For a little while, at least. And yes...
so we're going up. He's in NSU right now, and in the NSU room are some pesky Wizrobes, and the blue Wizrobes are definitely, some of the worst enemies to get in that. And World 1 had the ladder. Diesel.
Yes.
Level 1 had the ladder.
Oh.
Or at least that's what I think it looked like a ladder.
That is definitely what Miss Malchior, who is tracking for us, marked it as. And
so the only thing we're looking for on Iceblue's side, in essence, is bow, and we know where silvers are. So we're gonna see the voyage back to the coast, and we're gonna get that early silvers pickup on Iceblue's side just to get it done and over with. And one thing that we're gonna have a problem with is Danny went through level 1. Diesel, will he return back? Is the issue.
Well, let's see. He did get the power bracelet out of 1. It could have been that it was combat blocked at the time, but now with red ring, it's a small dungeon, and knowing that it's, with it being so small, you go and play it. You see, it's not difficult to grab. There's Iceblue's power bracelet, so I would say a very good chance he goes back and picks it up. Iceblue spinning keys that he doesn't have to in order to save time. Once again, we're talking about aggressive play. That is another great example of aggressive play.
Yes, most definitely. Iceblue knows how to bring the heat. For someone who's frozen, he makes things really hot with his gameplay, Diesel.
Yeah. And chat, no, neither Krista nor myself are actually in the tournament. We are just fans of the game and online friends of, and a few of it. I guess for Krista, some in-person friends of some of the participants.
Yeah, it's always fun, but I'm not good enough yet to enter any competitive tourneys. Like if we do like a fun type of thing, then it's always I'm always game for that. But my screen wraps are at like 15%. Can't block clip to save my soul. I would get eaten alive in a tournament like this, where you have to have those skills, So Danny, ignoring the bomb on the floor, gonna use 2 bombs to.
Was that 2 hearts out of 2? I believe. I didn't think about that earlier. I think that might have been 2 hearts out of 2. And Danny also goes and pays a heart for the mugger.
Chad is recommending Rookie Rumble for us, Diesel.
Well,
I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough for Rookie Rumble. I'm just a happy, casual person.
Iceblue here in 7 did a tile clip with the ladder in order to get through the tea room, and I didn't see Danny do this. Also, didn't see Danny doing this Gleeok fight. So, now
Iceblue is in the driver's seat, 100%, especially with that ladder grab.
Yeah, I think that if he gets a bow, that is probably going to be in the clip.
Yeah, we're looking at potential bow go mode for Iceblue. That's it.
And chat. Oh, Bogey, Bogey Smalls and Chad chiming in. Wonder if Ice will buy some keys, and with 255 rupees, full wallet, that is a good opportunity to buy some keys. Also, he does point out that Iceblue never buys the blue ring when he already has red ring. And, that is actually the sign of a star player. Someone who never buys blue ring when they're already wearing the red ring. That's some top-notch Zelda
That's
right
pro
there.
strat, man. That is absolute. We need to learn from that. So that, we could have purple ring. But I don't know if that's exactly good on the damage, receiving side. But 8x defense. Bogey, please. Bogey, please. And we're joined by one of my favorite people ever, the one and only Druis. We gotta be able to blame him for something. So he has entered chat in order to bless us with having great luck. And here we go. Remember, I just literally said he's gonna rush to the coast and grab that.
Yeah.
So we have silvers on that side.
Yeah, let's see. Iceblue now. Did it restart? Oh, he's doing it. So doing his push block checks. He's found 6.
Yeah, and using the world famous level 1 strat of making Dora disappear. And right now, it's always a good thing to have those blessed red rings because blue dark nuts are no joke.
Yeah. And Miss Malchior did have to momentarily drop out while her internet was figuring itself out of internet again. So she'll be right back and updating the tracker. And yeah, Mrs. Malchior actually has been a wonderful MVP for the community in general. Both being here, our tracker today, and just all the other support and everything else that she does for the Z1R community.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Malky are two of the greatest people that you could possibly ever know in this community. They do so much. And, when you have Spectrum, it's a sad day again. It's not going to be home. Oh, no.
Yeah, Mr. Malchior is okay, too.
They work so hard and help. And, we are so appreciative for everything that they do. Be they jump in on comms or tracking, whatever you need, they're going to do it. Also, we needed Mr. Dunlow to play this seed because I like turtles. And those who were with me last night know that Mr. Dunlow was playing with a turtle, and Yumi and I couldn't figure out what the nunchuck weapon looked like because I thought it was a knobbly stick you use and you just, kind of wave it and say, "You whippersnappers." But chat told me, no, it's a nunchuck. And I'm like, whoa. Because I run Donatello because I love to beat people with the stick. That'll learn them. And we don't have to worry about ladder, bro.
Excuse me.
Yes, Yubi, you were with me when I was like, what in the wobbly, wacky wobbly world is this? Oh, 6. The 6th?
Yeah, 6 has given up its Tringle.
Uh-oh, we're going to start fighting chat because, they're like, Michelangelo's the best turtle. No, his range is horrible. You got to sacrifice, good old Michelangelo.
So Danny found his Tringle out of 6 after knocking down that Gleeok. Iceblue did as well. Now, something I didn't see either of them do is clear or leave the room and come back in after doing that. Now, Iceblue, he's done with the dungeon. He's out of here. The reason why you would go and leave that room and come back is because if you leave the room, that Gleeok doesn't respawn when you if you have to come back to 6. Takes a few seconds though, and Iceblue just said, "Hey, ain't nobody got time for that."
Iceblue finished 6, if I remember correctly. So once, yes, we always believe in banana supremacy, Yumi. Yes, that's what everyone needs in the world. You know, it's like what the world needs now is blue bananas, and it's always going to be a great thing. And Danny going into Ganon's house and seeing nobody's home.
Mm.
And we have Iceblue cleaning up the mountain area.
Danny,
so now we are just looking for the bow.
Yeah, Danny is making some progress with this dungeon. Level 6, but level 6 is absolutely infested. And at 34 minutes, we have, Krista, our first candle purchase way out on West Death Mountain. It might be the only candle shop in this overworld.
Well, now we get to burn everything, you know? You always love to see the world burning, and we still got $6 chucks, you know, for the bombs, and it is looking good. And
yes. Iceblue does have the Triforce out of 7, and that's just thank you, Miss Malchior, for marking that. Yeah, that might have been when you were having when your internet was going and being silly.
Welcome back to our clickety clack hero, Mrs. Malchior. And we have, you know, right now, Diesel, where do you think the bow is hiding?
Well, okay, so we got this level 4. Iceblue, here's what I'm thinking. If it's me playing, which I'm not in this tournament, but if it was me playing, I'm thinking level 4 is going to be a smaller dungeon. I've got Red Ring and, well, this is Wizrobe, so the wand isn't going to help, but that White Sword is certainly going to do a number on the Wizrobes. I've also got a bomb upgrade, so yeah, let's go ahead and explore this level 4. Wonder if it's segmented? Yes, it's segmented. But I'm going to go and play this level 4, dive it completely, and see if I can find that, both that Triforce out of it and get the item. Hopefully that item is going to be the bow. Because if I'm doing it, I'm hoping that it's going to be the bow because, of course, now I'm eligible for 9.
Now, here's the interesting question for you, Diesel. And I asked the same of Yumi. Would you dip 9 Gambler on the bow? Oh no, that's not what you want to see.
No, however, there is still a non-zero chance that we are looking at a chain reaction seed.
Ooh, let the dominoes go down.
This was a push blocked level 4. So there's no reason why we couldn't have a clue sitting out somewhere that says that you got to play their tune in order to, or play a melody in order to find the bow.
That would be awful. That would totally be awful. But it's not without the realm of possibility. But chat, you guys are experts. We have labeled you as experts, chat. Would you, after getting the level 4 Dorito, dip 9 hoping to find the bow?
And while you're doing that, or discussing that, contemplate the fact that Iceblue just tanked 5 blue Wizrobes with Red Ring and White Sword and came out smelling like roses.
I just learned something. No important. Oh, with this flag set, no important items.
Yeah, that is the thing. So 9 cannot be ladder block, or 9 cannot have the ladder, bow, power bracelet, recorder, or I think that's it.
Yeah, wow.
Ladder, bow, power bracelet, or raft. Raft, yeah. Thank you, chat. Yeah, so those items. Items, yeah. it can't have items that can cover up, or in the case of the bow, the being the item that unlocks Skonas.
Okay, so then we know we're gonna probably look. Now, what if this is one of those seeds that is fetch quest central?
At this
You
point,
load the toot to get the raft,
yeah.
to get to a level. So
Well,
we're in world 8. Most
discovering,
likely the pole will
yeah,
be here.
discovering 8. Okay, discovering 8 gives us 2 items. We got that bait block right there, but there are 2 items buried in here. Iceblue, he's not even going to bother trying to pirouette. Which that was, yeah, you could you could pirouette from the push block. Oh no, he was on the bomb spot, so you could not pirouette because that's Sith Armos.
Uh,
Oh, Danny saw the raft in 6. Okay, we were not paying attention to that.
yeah, he just.
Well, and Danny is making some more progress in 5 now.
Welcome back to Mrs. Malkier. You know, internet struggles are real, and we have a potential transport. Iceblue ignoring it, going to explore a little bit more.
Yeah.
And chat is rude. Why do you want blocking the? Oh,
Chat does that sometimes.
I know. Chat is ruthless.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I should be impressed or worried.
So Danny has a white sword out of 5. He's looking, I guess, just one room each direction past the Triforce, just to see if there's anything there. Maybe keys or something. Doesn't see anything worth picking up yet. It's gonna keep on going a couple more rooms. He is at 0 keys, so yeah.
So at this point, we're thinking. I'm thinking that ladder might be an 8, and if it is, that will be great.
Ladder,
not ladder
or bow.
Bow. You know, I'm having one of those days.
Yeah.
I think bow would be an 8 just because.
So we have sitting out there. We've got what we have to have. We have to have the bow somewhere, of course. Look at the tracker. The book, red candle, which could be a 9. Any key, which could be a 9, and both boomerangs.
Pick up the sacred blue banana in 9, because that is the way. And this World 8 dungeon has had a lot of keys for Iceblue. And that's a very good thing, especially if you're not going to find the magic key or go for it. So anytime you can get extra keys is always a good thing. This is possibility for Pushstone. Doesn't get it.
Danny is still clearing out. He is going to full clear this 5. I wonder what he's. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of what he's going for here. Because he does have the item. It's possible that he didn't mark that he picked up the white sword. That's always a possibility.
Because I can't see why he's done this. And also using one of his medicines.
Yeah.
Oh, if he's looking for keys, Yumi, he's in the wrong level.
Yeah.
That was a key. This was a level that was broker than a joker for keys. Better just hire a locksmith or something. Maybe up.
Okay, this actually has me worried that he mismarked the white sword because he just dived that staircase, saw it was transport, and jumped out.
And Iceblue, being the confident player that he is, just went ahead and said, I ain't got no, chat. DannyPSpeed is on key 0. We're not on diet keys. No, we're on key 0 right now. So we get that aftertaste just like diet keys with no keys at all. And Iceblue right now in a very I just don't like.
Yeah. And chat does make an important point with the discovery of the heart container. Okay, Danny did pick up the Triforce in 5. He's out of there now. With the discovery of the heart container in level 8, that does in the stairs. That does mean that one of the items is going to be on the floor. The other item will be in the stair in 8, which does open up the possibility of having to clear all the drop rooms in 8, hoping for a bow.
And I just realized that the World 8 map kind of looks like E.T.'s third cousin, BT.
BT?
BT, yeah, Atari BT. Atari ET was terrible, so they had to make a sequel, which was BT, like the B team, and the B team's never as good as the A team, and that speaks high. But yeah, that's his third cousin BT, most definitely.
And Kirsty, you're getting called out in chat.
Oh, thank you. There's an actual BT. Nice. Nice. Well, this is my public service announcement. If you are not right with ET, get down with the homie BT. Guaranteed to be better than any Atari ET game out there. Yeah.
I didn't get a good look at Iceblue's subscreen map. Where are we on this? Okay, he's checking to see if he can go around the bait block.
Okay, and as everyone predicted, the magic key was in 8.
Yep.
So we are not going to see key 0 diet keys, nothing. And that's actually a good thing. If you have a really big, blocky 9 with lots of key doors, then you don't have to worry about this at all.
And yes, there are 2 items in 8. There's going to be a floor drop and 2 stair items, chat. So he doesn't need. So Iceblue is just looking for the floor drop at this point.
Up. Well, you know what would be amazing if this repeats last night's with me and Yumi, and Bo is in 3. Yeah. So if Bo is in 3 again,
I'm starting to think Bo is bait blocked. If it's an 8. Bait block blow.
That would say that fast 3 times.
Yeah, I already messed it up once.
I dare you. Big block Bo. Big bag. No, I can't even say it either. All right, so we are not tongue twisting masters, but I think Iceblue is going to look.
Oh, yeah. Chat pointing out that the Aniki was on the floor, which means that he's it could still be blocked by the bait, I think, based on if I got a good look at his map right. However, chat, if you've been around for any of my commentary, you know that I am proficient at deceptive commentary. So We have deceptive hints sometimes as a flag. We don't have that this time, so I have to
Thought
provide
it was
deceptive
helpful
commentary.
hints, huh? All right, you know what? Here's what I would do, and this would be bold strategy, Cotton, and you could totally whack me over the noggin with a wrench, but I would have bought that $53 bait.
Yeah, Danny now picking up
Just hitting his handle at almost 49 minutes.
No, he doesn't have enough money to pick up both the candle and the bait, so he is picking up money though, which is a good sign.
Yeah, you gotta give money, but is he gonna get a bait though?
Well, he could have also just picked up that blue potion, got his second potion back, and then he'd be immune to door repairs.
Yeah, Iceblue's got the cash. All right, so Iceblue paying the turtle tax. He must have played as Raphael in the NES version and had to pay a serious penalty for that indiscretion. But I really do think we should take a look at it, because there was another room that was bait blocked, if I remember correctly, that we
Here
saw
we are.
on PCs.
Level 3, and level 3 is Serenity from Firefly.
I like this. I like this image for World 3. For those of you who have played Chrono Trigger, will understand this reference. It looks like a nugget.
Yep.
It does, right?
Kind of does, yeah. Yep.
And we have some likes. Yeah, there is a bait block room in the mix here, but we don't know if it's the bow that is bait blocks.
And Danny is back to the bait screen and is only $2 away. Now he's got it. With that $5. Nope. Don't want a candle. You already got one of those.
You know, 2 blues make a red in potions, so you know you're kind of trying to hope that if I get 2 blues, it'll make a red candle, which is not in today. But
do not work that way.
Oh, well, I thank you very much. Hopefully my accent doesn't come out too much, because chat likes to make mention of where I'm from.
It's okay.
What accent? Listen, I ain't got no accent. Forget about it, okay? There's no accent that ever comes out. I got the makings of a varsity athlete, the whole 9 yards, chat. But you know what doesn't have the makings of a varsity athlete? Those wonderful pole voices. That was blocking it. Oh boy, I think I may have solidified where I'm from.
Here's an item. It is a heart container.
It's got love, you know. What's love got to do? Got to do with it, you know. So that's happy.
Yeah.
For us, Diesel, we would be grabbing the heart, and you know it's true.
Oh yeah. But he's sitting there thinking, why can't this be love? Or love hurts.
Body hurts sometimes. And that's exactly what Iceblue is singing right now as he is going.
He's in a dark room. Let's see. Oh, it is the bow.
Yumi, did you see this?
Iceblue is VFR.
Yesterday.
Iceblue now VFR Direct 2 level 9.
All right, so we got big bow required. You know, that was required. We didn't need the tutor. and we are rushing 9. Let's get it.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
so we're speed running, looking for a roar, everybody. If you hear that bang, bang, or wah, wah, then you know that Ganon is a hop, skip, and a jump away from you. If you have a shutter door that don't open, that's Zelda saying keep out. So we are.
Oh.
That's
Hi there,
Zelda's door.
Zelda.
That's Zelda's door. Did you see that? That didn't open. So we
Yes, I did.
So that door literally went Zawardo and did not open. So we know we got Zelda. So the minute we find Ganon, we're up Ain and we're speed running to Zelda faster than a discount all you can eat buffet. So I'm telling you, let's go.
Chat has got some things to say about your Ganon impression.
He does. He does. You know, he goes, brr, brr, brr. Yeah, that's exactly how he sounds, okay? It sounds just like that. He sounds like, you know, a really bad dub over of Godzilla. And yes, you totally heard Baby Mario.
Baby Mario. Oh my.
My Ganon has reverted back in time without an ocarina to become Baby Mario. I respect that. I respect that. And we are in trap rooms galore. We're waiting to hear the big bang, bang. So we're waiting to hear that. Once we hear that, then we know it's on like Donkey Kong. Even though Iceblue is kind of playing on Diet Life.
Well, he's back up to 2 hearts. 1.5.
He's got 1 buck chop.
1.
He's only got 1 heart. Oh no. So, and some more traps. You know, Iceblue's playing like Mr. Dunlow. And this is giving heart trouble. But Yumi ain't gotta feel the pain. Oh, staircase right here. Gotta be careful. And my little heart is beating just like that beeper. Beep, 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 beep. All right, so we gotta get that extra money. Because if we don't have enough to shoot that 1 arrow, Diesel. You gotta make sure
you only need 1 rupee, but you need that rupee.
Nah. You need 255 so you can make it 254 and you could flex. You can flex that you ended the game rich.
I mean, I guess that is a possibility too.
Well, you know I'm greedy like that. Come on now. It's the cost of doing business there, Diesel. The cost of doing business. And
what are the costs of having to save the princess? I mean, she is a princess. She might want a nice chunk of change if you're going to show up.
Yeah. Be like, I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy who got no love for me. And we have Pulse voice action going. And, ooh. Come on. We got to find the way.
Oh, let's see. Still have not heard the roar. We've seen the door.
Okay. Wait. Look at the multiple Manhattanless. Oh, this seed knows that I love the plants from 7F2. And look at that. We got fireballs. Oh, man. This is amazing. And chat said they thought Ganon was on comms. Now, if this was a weekly, guys, Diesel would have changed my name to Ganon, Baby Ganon.
Yeah.
And y'all would have had a field day on that.
Oh.
So One day we got to do the weekly together, Diesel, just so you can change my name all the time.
So we got Danny is digging level 8. He's got the Any key now, but I have a feeling that even though Iceblue is sitting here on his diet life, I have a feeling Iceblue is certainly with several minute lead.
Right now,
there's the roar.
There we go. We got the official roar. It was going, wah, wah. See, just like that. I told you. I sound just like them, right? Right, Diesel?
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, totally.
Yep. So, Iceblue did not bomb up, but he had been in that room that was right next to the room up, so he knew that room wasn't going to be a path to Ganon. Or it wasn't going to have Ganon. It was going to be either below him, or since he was already in that far right column to his left.
Literally, when you see something like that happen, chat, you know for sure that instead of singing Everybody Hurts, you're like, hello, darkness, my old friend. I can't bomb the wall again. And
yep. So now we know which room it is, and we got probably a pretty good idea of which way to go to get there. I think we've seen the top room underneath that dash already. So, or not the top room, the room that's top, like in the other things. And welcome back, Mrs. Malchior.
Malchior, welcome back to the party.
The only significant change is that Danny has the Iniki now. The only one that I've noticed.
Okay. And right now, look at Iceblue not taking that key like a champ. Because most of us have muscle memory.
Oh, yeah.
When we take the key, yeah, we're keying for our life. And Iceblue is speedrunning his way through. You know, this map looks like one of the little dragons from Bubble Bobble.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it just needs to blow a bubble out its mouth. And, you know, we'd have instant Bub and Bob.
So, let's see, Iceblue, he's taking a look at where he's been from this point. Okay, he's not, he still needs to get left, but he's not going to be able to do it from there. He needs to get up as well. Because Ganon is all the way in that peninsula on the far right.
Oh, it would be amazing if that was in existence, chat, a Bub or Bob sprite. I would totally play it in my seeds, right, Diesel?
Oh, yeah, you would. Here's our roar again, and ladies and gentlemen, at the 1 hour, 1 minute mark, here is Ganon. Say hi, Pig.
Right, and we know that.
Oh, nice.
Iceblue can get the stun and gets the stun, and we're gonna see red bacon in just a minute.
And there is the bacon, and Iceblue is he's got a short walk. He knows the path to Zelda already. He is just a few rooms away now. This is going to be coming up very shortly here.
Yeah. So everybody, get 1/2 a GG. Put a G for Ganon. You know, put the G out. You're good to go. And here we get the shutter that opens. So now, let us get the official GGs out for our winner, Iceblue.
Iceblue.
Yeah, beating up everybody, staying chill. That's why we call him cooler than ice. He's just that cool. And we'll eventually probably see him if he comes up into the room here. And 8 had the blue banana.
Oh, after all that work. And DannyPSpeed did drop a DNF in the race time room upon finding the blue boomerang. So we'll see if they are interested in joining us in a moment.
Please give a GG to Danny, because
Absolutely.
to go up against a top competitor like Iceblue, because I mean Iceblue is the tactician, aggressive. He's one that you gotta fear. So Danny went up against it, gave it his all, and that is pretty darn good for a newcomer. And speaking of the coolest man around, the one and the only Iceblue has joined us. GG's, my friend.
Oh, GG's. Whew.
And welcome to DannyPSpeed as well, who's also joined us.
Welcome, Warden.
GG's.
Hello, GG.
Oh, the moment I walked into level 9 and I saw 5 Triforce, I first booed. You couldn't hear it, but I booed. And then I cursed out Dave under my breath.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's what he didn't want. I'm sort of indifferent. I don't really like 5 either personally, but seems like whenever I have 5, there's some crazy blocking thing, and I couldn't find the candle to save my life, so I was gambling on the other dungeons for the bow. I started to do Death Mountain early because you're a lot better than me, so I was just trying to do things that maybe you wouldn't do. Tried digging out 8. I lost. I couldn't figure out what happened in 5. I spent too much time in there trying to figure out what the item was. And
It was the white sword.
I
went in there. So the moment the way that I routed it, I went to the 3 Armos. I found 9 and 5. I went to 3 Armos, and then I immediately bum rushed the other 2 and found the wand on Death Armos, and then the wood sword cave, and then I found the bomb shop, and I was like, okay, let's go to 5. So I go to 5 and I bomb. I have 4 hearts and I see the red ring. And I'm like, oh crap. I was like, this has got to be the freest seed on the planet. I was like, we got silvers on coast. I have wand. I have red ring and white sword item. I was like, oh no. I was like, this is my worst nightmare. But I go into 5 and then I find the white sword. And I was like, this is even worse.
So
I found the white sword and I didn't mark it, so I spent probably an extra 3 to 4 minutes in 5. I paid the bait in 8.
Was the other item behind there?
I think it was, you could get to it from just going right and up. It was the magic boomerang. That's what I found right before I forfeited. So I found the candle real late, and I didn't burn a single thing, all seed, so it sounds like 3. So what did it? The seed gave me the tools to win, but I just wasn't good enough tonight, so
no,
GG's.
So we had, the only candle shops that I found was Very Deep Death Mountain and Vanilla 7. Those are the only 2 candle shops I found.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so 1 bomb blocked way up on the west end of Death Mountain, that very last screen. And then, the other one was recorder blocked. So,
shout outs to running into the Armos on the first screen, 2-3 times in a row and just starting over?
Oh, it's my favorite thing. It's like, you're like, oh, I'm just going to hold up. Oh,
right.
Oh, there goes a heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
kind of trying to think of what else. I found 1 pretty early, and
I was very scared of that ladder being so free in 1.
Yeah.
And then I found 7, and I dug like a third of 7, and I got Y-Force, and I was like, 7? Never heard of you. I'm leaving.
I spent some time in 6 too, because I figured you probably wouldn't spend a whole lot of time in there. I got the Triforce out of there. I didn't get the item. Any key was in 8.
Yeah, I had any key. I found the item in 6. It was a floor raft.
Oh yeah, I did find that. I didn't mark that either. Jeez, I was getting so focused.
No.
I didn't even mark stuff off. Wow.
Yeah, floor raft there. And then I found 4, found the recorder. And I was like, oh no. And then I found 8, and I was like, oh no. I pulled the any key out and then bailed after checking like 85% of the dungeon. And then
Yeah, I think
was
the
like, this is
Triforce was
bad.
like 3 or 4
was-
rooms to the east of the any key.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had already had 5 Tringles at that point, so I was in
Okay.
bum rush dungeons, look for items mode.
Gotcha. Yeah, other thoughts? I mean, I think I felt I executed pretty close to the best of my abilities. The red ring helps a lot, obviously. I know that's not what Iceblue wants to see because it's got some of the best combat in the community. So that's what I needed to keep it close, and hopefully it was at least somewhat fun to watch. But yeah, I didn't burn a single spot all all seed, so I was still a little ways away from me. I think
My tracker has all the burn bushes lit up still, except for the 2 that I did Dead Woods, and then I did 2 spots on Candle Row.
We were actually saying between Chris and I, it seems like probably the latest blue candle pickups, or one of the latest blue candle pickups that we've seen in this tournament. So,
Yeah, 49.
yeah, I didn't even think I was going to get it, to be honest with you. I was like, I have dungeons. Like, the only thing I'm really missing is 3. So,
Yep.
But yeah, I was like I said, the game plan was, take some gambles because I'm very self-aware of my abilities and my opponent's abilities. Same thing with Sidetown. Just didn't pay off, but hopefully it's a fun watch. And yeah, GG's to Iceblue is awesome. So it's tough to beat any day.
Yeah, GG's as well.
Thank you.
They are rough when it comes to competitive action. That is why I consider Iceblue one of the most feared competitors out there. You are absolutely amazing when it comes to your routing sense as well as your combat sense. And I think everybody in chat would agree that you play very aggressive. You go out there and you give not 100%, but 1000%. And you make Z1R and Z1 just fun to watch. And it's always great watching you play.
My biggest goal with this rando is it's to have fun and to just, push other runners to get better and to just play my very best. So I'm glad that I'm able to provide that kind of like entertainment watching and just gameplay for y'all. And hopefully I can continue to do that throughout the rest of this tournament.
I can speak personally to that. In the weeks leading up and just I was doing SMB3 League here and there, so I probably only practiced in my life like 45, 50 seeds of this, and I watch your streams a lot because you do a lot of practice leading up just to sort of see how people are doing things. Because like I said, you're one of the best, and I really did learn a lot from watching you and everything. So yeah, I've been watching you for a couple weeks now, and yeah, I really enjoy it. So yeah.
Well,
You're a
thank you.
de facto mentor, Iceblue.
It's funny because a couple tournaments, I think it was like 3 or 4 tournaments ago, I got put up on the first round against King Doll, and that was who taught me how to run Z1, like just the vanilla Z1 and rando and things like that. But like I learned a lot of things from King Doll, and then like we had that race, and they were like teacher meets or student meets master, and I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
It's not the years, it's the mileage, as Indy would say.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I got. GG's to Iceblue again, and best of luck headed forward. I just wanted to win a match, and I've done that, so I'm happy where I'm at the moment, and maybe we will see each other again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and GG's as well, and good luck on your next week's wheel spin.
Oh yeah, and thanks, Krista And Diesel for doing the commentary, and Speed Gaming for hosting. I didn't catch who was tracking, but whoever was doing
Mrs.
that.
Melchior was tracking.
Oh, right. Yes,
Wow.
Mrs. Melchior. Thank you
Yep.
for everything,
And
and we'll see you next time.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
we hope you join us for the weekly, Danny, in your native land of Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer. Most likely it'll be Diesel and I on comms for that. So hopefully we get to see you in action.
I'll probably be there.
Yes! That's what
You
I'm
just
talking about.
You just made her day, Danny.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, for sure.
All right.
We'll see you guys later.
See you.
Take
All
care.
right.
All right, so you want me to give my ending and you take us out like we do every weekly?
Well, hold on just a moment. Before we do that, I do want to let our viewers know who are watching live. Currently on Speed Gaming 4, we have bbq.gov and Oz Solo in a 1-2 match. That's on Speed Gaming 4, hosted by Blessed Bee and Moonrisen Phoenix. And then later tonight at 10 o'clock on Speed Gaming 1, we'll have Tabby Orange and Ugandis. That's going to be hosted by K-Tap, Spear and Magic Helmet with Chestark on the tracker. And then Fred Coughlin on Speed Gaming 2 against JJJJ Shabato, hosted by Furious K and Smile Fires with Opnopoint on the tracker. So still some more Zelda action going on this evening. I hope you all can... Oh, and one more at midnight. Speed Gaming Prime. Big Slamu. Big Slamu and Caffey JD with Tracy M and Shaddy on the mic and Califax on the mouse.
That is going to be lit at midnight. So Insomniacs unite for that. So it's late night, black and white. Insomniacs unite to support the Big Slamu versus. And what was his opponent's name?
Caffey JD.
Caffey.
Yep, and that's a 3-0 match.
Undefeated people? Ooh, so guys, you gotta stay up and watch that. Just sleep a little bit later in the morning. It'll be our secret, okay? Except you, Diesel. You have a place to go. So, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So, on that note, I'll give my usual closer. Diesel will take us out, and everybody who watches us on Saturday will know how this goes. GG's to both of our runners for showing us what it means to enjoy hot Zelda 1 randomizer action. Both of these runners are true legends. If we can get a !R in chat, I'd love for you guys to give them a big fat follow because they are absolutely amazing at what they do. Thank you to Speed Gaming and most importantly, Diesel Pilot for restreaming this and making this happen for us at this 8 o'clock time. Also, thank you to the best clickety-clacker that ever clickety-clacked, and that is the one and only Mrs. Melchior. Also, thank you for yesterday, Mr. Melchior. I really do appreciate everything that the both of you guys do for this community. But the biggest amount of love goes to you out there, chat, and also those watching us on the video on demand. Without your love and support, we would not be able to give you the high quality entertainment that we do. So I thank you wholeheartedly from the bottom of my heart. And if you're ever interested in joining one of the best Discords out there, join the Z1R Discord, because I'll tell you, they've got action that's always nonstop. And if you're willing to learn, they're willing to teach you. They have the tools and they have the people. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you then. And on that note, I'm going to turn it over to the love of my life, Diesel Pilot, to take us on out.
All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure having you around. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again, and I hope you guys can all join us on another Zelda 1, Super Mario 3, or any other speed gaming event. But until then, have a good night, stay safe, stay kind, and we'll see you all on the other side of the next Any Road. Goodbye.
It's that pipe check. You changed that for me. Good night, everyone.